Growing a clothing brand can be freaking hard. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how to start advertising your clothing brand for long-term success. Make sure that you stick around until the end. I'm going to be sharing with you two very important metrics to understand to beat your competitors. All right, guys, let's get into this. All right, so number one is to make sure that organic works first. Advertising is only a magnifying glass for what is already working. If you're just starting out, I would highly suggest spending the next few months on generating sales organically. If it doesn't work organically, it's gonna be really hard to make it work for your paid advertising. All right, so this is also gonna help you find the pitfalls and where customers don't convert. 3 out of 4 people will never come back to your site, so it's crucial to make your buying experience seamless. All right, before we get on to number 2, I just wanna say howdy and hello. My name is Aaron. I'm one of the co-founders here at Bit Branding, and we specialize in helping apparel brands and clothing boutiques grow and scale online. And if you found value in this video at any point, please just make sure that you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. This helps us grow and create more content for you, and I truly appreciate it. All right, so number 2 is to use your existing audience. Just like I mentioned in number 1, spend more time organically getting purchases. Once you have at least 100 purchases, you can create on Facebook what's called a lookalike audience. You can use this on so many other platforms. What this does is it allows you to target more potential customers who are just like your current ones. Yes, this is magic. And if you need to know how to use Facebook ads for your clothing brand, we're gonna talk about that in this video, but if you wanna go in depth about how to create audiences, like what I just mentioned with the lookalikes, make sure that you check out this video right here, where we go in depth on how to create specific campaigns. So now when I say existing audience, that can be your past purchasers, and it can be your email list. Now there could be a lot of other factors that go into it, but those are the most valuable assets, most valuable people in your list. Use your existing audience, past purchasers, and email list. They're extremely valuable for you and your brand to help you scale online for your ads. All right, so number 3 is to determine the best platform for you and your brand. Don't worry, you don't need to be everywhere, and I would honestly not focus on being everywhere yet. This is a big mistake people make in the beginning. You can do this later as more of a scaling asset or something to add to your toolbox later. The big platforms I would suggest for you though, clothing businesses and brands, are in the following order of impact and then conversions, right? So number 1, Facebook, number 2, Instagram, number 3, TikTok, and number 4, Pinterest. Outside of those platforms, unless you're spending millions upon millions of dollars in advertising every single year, you could probably get by, and you can do really well in your business with just focusing on one of those platforms. So one of them will do really well for you. Find out where your audience is and then stick to that one platform right now when you're starting out. Each one of these platforms has the ability to help you scale your business. It's your job to determine which one of these you enjoy creating content for, because what you will find out is that what matters most for every single one of these platforms is your creative content, and each platform has a specific way to share content. Hey, but wait, before we move on to these next 2, I just wanted to tell you guys about our free masterclass training. This is made specifically for you, that clothing brand or boutique. This will walk you through the 5 pillars that you need to have in place for your online store to scale consistently and profitably, no matter what's going on in the world. And make sure you guys check out the description below for that link and to walk through that training. All right, so number 4 is to set up your strategy. This is in order of importance. I like orders of importance or numbering or whatever it is. But anyway, the order of importance when it comes to creating great ads for your potential customers. Number 1, test your targeting. Number 2, test your offer. Number 3, test your creative. And we're gonna jump into each one of these sections for your business and how it relates. So make sure that you do the actual research on the people within your target audience. What they do for fun, what they do outside of buying your products or clothing. Are they married? What kind of stores do they shop at outside of you? Do they have kids? All of these things are important for determining your target audience, because they are what is going to put them into a ecosystem of people you can target online. So for example, one of our clients, this is the audience that they use. They are a clothing boutique. You can use, you can steal, you can borrow these audiences that work well for them. So these audiences are Urban Outfitters, Free People, H&M, and boutiques, all things that you can target on inside of Facebook. If you want to get into more advanced strategies on getting rid of interest targeting, again, that video I mentioned earlier is a great place to be as far as Facebook ads. But don't worry about that too much. Focus on these audiences. Again, just figure out what works for you and your brand. All right, so then what I would also suggest to do is, outside of your interest targeting, set up a broad campaign. This is based off of age, gender, and location, and let Facebook do the work. This gives Facebook more data and you a bigger opportunity to find your target audience outside of the interest groups as well. All right, so the second most important thing here, part of your strategy, is to figure out your offer, and your offer should not be a discount. Find a way to add value to your audience. Value stack what you have. Buy 2 pairs of jeans, get a free t-shirt, or buy 3 tops and get a free pair of shoes. Maybe even spend over $125 and get free shipping plus a free gift. Avoid discounts to avoid devaluing your brand. All right, so number 5, the one you've been waiting for, and honestly, if you get these correct, you get these dialed in, you're gonna be super successful. That no matter what other happens in your business, if you understand these numbers and you're able to continuously improve upon them, you're gonna be in a very good position for your brand. Ready? And honestly, don't say ready or yes if you aren't in a position to write. So this is a good time for you. Hopefully this is a little pause break. Go and grab some notes. If you haven't already, you should have been doing that already. Go grab some notes, because this section of the video is gonna be the most important for you. As I mentioned, if you get these correct, you're going to help grow your business online through the advertising and just in general overall profitability and growth. All right, so let's get into this. Average order value and lifetime value. Average order value seems self-explanatory, right? It's just the average amount your customers spend when they make a purchase. We suggest, to give you some ballparks, that you have a minimum of $50 for the average order value. But the goal is to cover closer to that $80 to $100 range. This really allows you to scale. All right, so remember that it costs you no more money to get the same person who is going to spend $50 to now spend $100. You can literally double your sales by just getting a higher average order value. Tools we suggest to help you do this: number 1 is Shopify or one-click upsell, and number 2 is Shop the Look. Both of those will be in the description below. Check those out. All right, so now the magic. I'm talking a lot about magic in this video.
Just stop.
It's like a Harry Potter book.
So you're welcome. But number 2 part here, the second approach, the number most important in your business is lifetime value. This number will help you determine how much you're willing to spend on a potential customer and give you an unfair advantage of how much you are willing to spend in advertising, knowing that you can still be profitable. So all that's a little bit of jargon and whatever, right? But let's throw out an example. So if you know over the course of the lifetime with your customer, they will spend $500. Awesome. Then you should be willing to spend up to whatever your costs are, right? So let's just say you have to factor in your cost of goods. Let's say it's 50%. So on that $500, you're willing to spend $250 or $249 and still be profitable with that customer. Once you know that, obviously you still want to be profitable on the front end, but when your advertising costs go up, you don't have to worry, because you know your internal margins and numbers, and as long as you stay within your range, you have nothing to worry about. All right, so how do you figure out this number? The best way to determine your lifetime value is to pull your customer list from Shopify or whatever you're using. We suggest Shopify, and take your total order value divided by the total number of customers. This will give you a nice round, or probably not so round, number, and it will give you the average order value for that period of time for that customer. When you're able to, I would suggest doing the following valuation numbers in your lifetime value set, right? So I want to know a 6-month, 12-month, and then 2-year valuation. Once you're able to do that, this will help you with forecasting your advertising budget, because you know when you'll be profitable with every single customer. Is it after 6 months? Is it after 12 months? Do you have to wait 2 years? In the clothing business, hopefully you're not waiting 2 years. Hopefully it's a lot closer to that 6 months or before that. But these numbers will give you insight into where you need to focus on in your business. Speaking of budget, we created a free calculator to help you determine how much you should be spending on Facebook ads. If you want that, it's really simple. Just comment the word calculator down below and we'll send it over to you. All right, so if you like this video, then you're going to love the video I mentioned earlier about Facebook ads right here for clothing brands. Make sure to click this and watch that video next. All right, guys, so that's all we have for this week. We'll see you on the next video.